What's going on, everybody? Let's go. Welcome to my YouTube channel, D-constructing podcast channel on YouTube. You already know. Hey, listen, lately I've been feeling a little bit lonely out here. I feel like Jack from the Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm like, you know what? So lately, for the last couple of months or whatever, I've been trying to manifest something, a different Thanksgiving. I've been manifesting a Italian, a Puerto Rican, and today we're gonna try to manifest a beautiful, beautiful Mexican American Thanksgiving. And one no other person that I could invite. And I say, who would I would love to invite in my Mexican, but the greatest Mexican boxer of all time. He's the greatest boxer. Look at this. Representing from Las Vegas, Mexico, Floyd Alejandro Medina Vasquez Mayweather. Let's go. And he's the greatest Mexican boxer of all time. There's no denying. He's 56-0, 50 knockouts, and all of them beat Mexicans. So that's why he's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. There's no disputing. And look, and when I do my thing, hey, wait, before I do a little further introduction, in order to introduce a king by another king, there's no other king than Vicente Fernandez. Let's go. Ooh, let's go. That's his introduction. Look. Oh my goodness. I love it. Every time he steps into the ring, look, you hear those beautiful music. Ow! Something about being outside the day that I die. Ooh. Who's gonna cry? Oh, you see, that's what happens when Mayweather knocks out his opponents. That's all they do is cry. And look, my thing is this. Before I do these videos, I always like to go to the sources. And shout out to my Mexican sister out there from Brooklyn. Ooh. You already know who you are. I asked that question, who's the greatest Mexican fighter of all time? Or who's your favorite? And she said, well, it's obviously Canelo Alvarez. And I'm like, what? Canelo Alvarez? And I'm like, wait a minute. Now, you talking about this Canelo Alvarez? Look at this guy. This guy don't even look Mexican. I'm like, come on now. This guy looks like Irish with red hair. She's explaining to me, there's a part there in Mexico with red hair, somewhere in Jalisco. I don't know. And I'm like, it looked like his mom just took like infinite shower with Irish Spring. And I'm like, who this guy looks like? For those boxing fans, look, Irish Thunder, Mickey Ward. Look at look at the resemblance. Come on now. I'm like, let's go with Floyd Mayweather. Let's go, because you know what? We're gonna try to manifest a little bit of that beautiful Thanksgiving Mexican. No other way than to do a little mariachi. And before I do that little mariachi, hey, listen, a little bit loud here. You know what? I gotta do my thing. You know what? We gotta honor some of those Mexican tradition, and one better way to honor than boom, we gotta have a virgin up in this mother flower. Let's go. So as I'm doing this, and I do a thorough research on the the manifesting of boom, let's go, Mexican tradition. I reached out to my boy Juan. Juan owns a shop up the block, and we talking. And Juan, for some reason, for being Mexican, he's a big baseball fan. And I'm like, okay, Juan. And I remember early in the year, let's go. Woo! Oh my goodness, that music. And I'm like, beginning of the year when they had that Baseball World Classic, and he's talking about the Mexican baseball team. And I'm like, the Mexican baseball team? I'm like, they got a baseball team? To find out that they actually do got a baseball team. Look at that. And I'm like, okay, apparently they good. Well, I'm going to tell you how good they are. So then he tells me that he went to a baseball game. And he's like, so you went to a Mexican baseball game here in America? And I'm like, what did they sell over there? So he was like, oh, David, you know what I'm going to do for you, puto? And I'm like, what? So he's told me that he's going to send me an order of what he was eating over there. And I'm like, okay, so what is one thing that you guys had over there? And he was like, we was eating hot dogs. I'm like, what? Hot dogs? Mexicans eat hot dogs? And I'm like, yeah, puto. we eat hot dogs. So he sent me an order, and I got the order. And then I'm like, okay, bomb, yo, come on, hot dogs and tacos. I never knew that was that thing. And I'm like, yo, Pancho, why you send me 5 beans? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he like, you don't know, puto, Cinco de Mayo. I'm like, come on now. I'm like, okay, okay. I did not know that you guys actually ate taco hot dogs, and I'm like, why? What is going on? So he also told me that he's a football fan. American football. I'm like, yo, you love American football? Who's your favorite team? He's like, puto, you don't know. And I'm like, no, come on, man. It's the Giants. I'm like, the who? You know, the Giants. You know, that team with the tall white quarterback and a short black running back. I'm like, yo, that's a lot of team in the NFL. And like, come on, puto, it's the New York Giants. I'm like, oh, the Giants. You know, he finally got the G thing going on. I'm like, all right, this guy, I don't know what the hell is going on with that dude. But, you know, Pancho was like, okay, so he went to a football game. And I'm like, yo, what do they serve in a football game? Like, Mexican, the crowd was there. He's like, yeah, man, I ate some good buffalo wings. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, damn, yeah, Mexicans eat buffalo wings too? I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to make an order for you and send it. And I'm like, all right. Send it, and I get the order, and I'm like, bomb, yo. I'm like, yo, buffalo wings and yo, come on. I'm like, all right, Pancho, you guys are wilding. You guys like, it's, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. He was like, yeah, puto, cause Mexicans, and I see the little pico de gallo action going on here, and the taco shells, and I'm like, yo. I'm like, what will you guys drink this with? He was like, oh, the tequila, because Mexican, we love tequila and all that. And I'm like, I know you guys do. I'm just saying, like, what's going on? And then, he's like, yeah, because, the Mexicans, because we love the tacos, the pico, the tequila. You know what? I'm going to do this for you, Holmes. So I'm like, all right, what? And then he sends me a little order of, come on, yo. I'm like, yo, really? Come on, y'all guys is wildin'. You guys got the whole thing that you guys like. Casamigos, tequila, pico de gallo. You guys got that shell going on. And I'm like, yo, hey, what do you guys don't eat? And I'm like, you know what? Much props to you guys. But you guys seem to love a little bit too much tacos on the low. So I'm just saying to myself, hey, let's make it happen. But you know what? I'm trying to enjoy this Thanksgiving. Even if I don't manifest, I'm like, yo, what does a single bachelor in Thanksgiving eat? And I'm like, you know what? You need a little bit of action going on with a virgin. And I said to myself, listen, let's go here. You know what? This is what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna drink that. We're gonna do the little jarritos going on. Let's go. You see, this is a little meal plan for me because I really trying to learn what do Mexicans really eat for Thanksgiving, and a little Patron, little action going on here. You know what? A little Casamigo action going on here, and then this is what I'm talking about. And I said to myself, hey, I'm missing something, Pancho. And Pancho was like, you know what? I'm gonna send you some nachos with Victoria, and I'm saying to myself, what the hell is that? And then he sends me a text, and unfortunately, I did make a wage with my sister, my Mexican sister out there, and to come to find out that yes, Mexico did beat Puerto Rico, and I'm like, yo, how is it that Mexico could beat Puerto Rico in a sport that is mostly played by Puerto Ricans, but yet Mexicans cannot beat Team USA in soccer? Oh, low blow. So my boy Pancho said, you know what, primo, I got you. So he sends me a little bit of nachos and Victoria, and he said, yo, wow, now this is a party. I'm feeling this. This is going on. He said to dip it, and I'm like, no, you wildin', like, you crazy. And I said to myself, yo, not for nothing. I got Victoria, and then I said, you know what? I hear there's a lot of stars that are coming out from Jalisco, And I was doing my research, and I'm like, famous people from Jalisco, and there's a list of famous people. Look, And I'm saying, and he said to me, hey, I'm gonna send that puto, I got you. And what no other way than what he does is to send me, boom, yo, chill, look, Estrella Jalisco. I'm like, yo, bro, is there something that you don't have that I'm gonna be like, okay, because it seems that you have an answer for me. I don't know what to do. Hey, again, we're doing that. Yo, he said, you know what, puppy? Because you Puerto Ricans, you need to go to the Pacifico Beach. I'm like, yo, what is going on? And once again, I said to myself, not for nothing. You guys are kind of like missing Corona. Like, what happened to Corona? He was like, oh, we take Coronas. And I'm like, okay. What you mean that you guys take Coronas? Yeah, man. So what we do now these days, we put a Corona can and we use that as a holster. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, yo, yeah, Mexicans are wild, but you know what? If that's what it takes to enjoy, God bless you all. You already know, to my Mexican people. And what better way to end and have a little dessert action than a little bit of, wow, sweet bread. Look at that. I took a little bit of peas, because that's what the dessert, and you already know, for the most part, we need to top that little dessert. Wow, wow, come on now. We got a little dessert action going on. We got some going on. We got, what is it? Again, tacos with tequila and all that. And that's how we do a Mexican style Thanksgiving. Much love. And if I'm missing something, I am missing something, because you already know. If we got the adobos, white people got the salt and pepper, Mexican got tajín. They put that shit on everything. That's everything. Much love out there to my beautiful Mexican people trying to manifest a Mexican Thanksgiving. And I'm out. Peace.